Yeah, it's life. It's we were just talking about how we're kind of just tired of the illusion of life in general. People
Bullshit
taking care of
systems.
people. Yeah,
Yeah, the bullshit. But see, here's the thing: it's not even that we take care of each other; it's that we invent systems to like make taking care of each other less efficient, but like trackable.
I didn't hear that last part. What was it?
We it's not that we don't really take care of each other so much as we invent the systems that make taking care of each other trackable, but a lot less efficient.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, oh, I can't just buy that dude on the street a sandwich. Let me go donate to this charity that the money goes into who knows what, so that eventually this guy gets a sandwich, maybe.
I have some strong feelings about donating and giving away money. Um, and I guess a story to talk follow along. Um, this is the Sandpit episode 37. Wait, 37? Yeah, 37. On the mic is myself, Tom, Stoba,
What's up?
Abe. Abe.
Abe, that's your cue. You gotta
This
say
is
something.
Q,
Oh,
man.
sorry, I was great. I was grabbing a bottle of water. What's up?
This
Am I
motherfucker.
am I the Mexican?
Yes, you're the Mexican.
All right,
That's
fuck it. Take it from the
100,
top. Take it from the top. We fucked it up.
Okay.
100%.
Sorry,
100%.
I was a little dry. I was a dry Mexican. I wasn't a wetback today.
Oh, God, man. Stoba, this is another episode we can't get sponsorship.
Man, in the first 30 seconds,
First
dude. Holy
30s.
shit.
So, I mean,
Hey, look, if me saying that is a bad thing, then that's just racist on their part.
We can still get sponsored by some people.
You
Hey,
guys
here,
didn't say it. The Mexicans said it, so then
Black
it's
Rifle
racist.
Coffee Company. They'd still sponsor us.
Oh, I mean they'll sponsor anything though.
um, is
They, they make good coffee though. Have you ever had it?
no, I don't
I've
really
never
drink
had it.
coffee.
No. But I heard it has like 500% Nazis in it.
Jesus,
And they have names like Tactical Squash. It's like a
that's so weird.
Sasquatch with a night vision goggles on.
Yeah.
I hate when Bigfoot or Sasquatch gets used in in certain ways. I do, I really do. Fuck.
How about
Is
the Hendersons?
the what?
The Hendersons. You remember the Hendersons?
Harry and the
Harry and the
Hendersons. I
Hendersons.
love that
Yeah,
movie. Yeah. Did you ever see the second
classic.
one?
I didn't see the second one,
There
but I
was a
did watch
fucking
the show.
second one?
Yeah, there was a second one. A female Henry.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Wow.
sexy.
Do
Bringing
they
the
have
sex into it.
sex? Did we get to see Sasquatch have sex?
They have kids, I believe, at some point. I want to say like at the end, maybe.
Oh,
I think that I think she had at some point lipstick on, like they try to remake over her or something. Man, it's been so long since I've seen it. That's my memory.
how you think Sasquatch bangs?
I'd imagine like us or like most like bipedal.
If they got like a
Like,
preferred position?
do you think they would? I think they would prefer Sasquatch, just like any other being.
They prefer human style. They call it.
What's human style, Abe?
I don't, you gotta talk to them. I mean, does your dog know what doggy style is? Like, it's one
This
of
is
those
how they hump.
conundrums.
God damn it. Still, we walked in on Abe and me were talking about just life in general. Um, the we kind of stemmed into the illusion of society.
Yeah.
It's always fun stuff to talk about, though. I mean, it's something I sadly think about a lot. Is um, the illusion that we're not surrounded by chaos. Does that make sense? The self, um, not the self thought, The
Yeah,
thing we tell ourselves that we're not surrounded by absolute chaos.
yeah, I don't think I'm high enough to really understand where you're coming from on that one. Um,
Man, rough.
All right, I could I can sum it up very easily.
oh, thank you, thank you.
Okay, that moment when, let's say, someone you care about dies. You know, it happens. It's unfortunate, but that feeling you're
Okay,
left of, well, what now? Because there's always supposed to be a next step, right? It's like, ah, shit, my car got hit. I gotta go make a claim. I gotta call my insurance. Blah blah blah. All the steps you
right,
take
right.
to,
Cause and effect never ends.
right. But you realize just how empty it all is when it's like, well, like I call the morgue or the funeral home, and it's like it's also empty, and you see how, if you're able to step away from the emotions, how predatory it is,
Mm-hmm.
and it's all just to
Oh
make
yeah.
you feel that you get your death certificate. It's all, they try to do it as best they can, but really that's when the illusion breaks and you realize, well, it's all kind of meaningless.
Oh man,
I
the
mean,
death industry is like so predatory, dude. I still remember the mortuary I had to go through to bury my mom, and in Hawaii, you're required by law to go through a mortuary. You can't just like freeball it with a body. You got to like go through an authorized representative.
Oh wow.
Those motherfuckers ripped me the fuck off, dude. It was awful. I hate those
mm-hmm,
bastards.
mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, what did they really do? Not what they do for you. Nothing, right? It just.
It feels so slimy to have your business model being like profiting off death in general. Like I understand people die. It's a fact of life. People have to deal with it. But like literally like abusing people that are in like grief as your business model is fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And that's.
remember they tried to talk me into getting like they were selling these death certificates. They were like $20 each for death certificates. You're gonna need so many. You're gonna have to show them to the electric company, to the cable company, to the water company, to the bank. Like you're gonna need like 10 of these things.
Mhm.
And in reality, I needed one
Yeah.
because every motherfucker just wants to photocopy it.
Yep.
So they just
Yep.
like get $200 out of you right there, and God forbid, man, they're gonna try to upsell you on fucking coffins and
Mhm.
bonuses and everything. And also, by the way, I sat down with those bastards at a fucking table, gave them all the info to write the fucking mortuary, everything. They fucked everything up about my mom's obituary.
Oh man.
They fucking like fucked up the family. They fucked up dates. They talked about like people that were alive that were dead, people that were dead that were alive. Like you kind of have a duty as a mortician to write like accurate mortuary shit, because that's records, man. People go back and look at those fucking
Yeah.
those newspaper articles, and that's like history.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
And that shit was wildly inaccurate. They got names wrong and dates wrong and everything, and they charged my ass for it. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them a lot.
It's fair. I think that's very
Mhm.
fair.
And at the end of the day, is any of that process really necessary, or is it just, again, something that we made up to make some people that don't see through it feel a little better at the end of the day? Because they got to cross their T's and dot their I's, and the death thing is official or whatever. The process is done. It's not when the person dies that they die. It's once they buried, and you get the death certificate, and you get the obituary, and blah 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 blah.
Oh, it's
Oh,
a
I
whole
see.
process. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so heavily monetized, man. I hate it.
Yeah. The profiting. I mean, the profiting off of a lot of stuff. The predatory profiting, I think, is extremely unethical. Even though I know that I participate in giving the money to something that does something of that nature. Um,
Well, it was fucking required for me.
yes,
Like,
yeah,
if could have, I would have put my mom in a burlap sack and buried her in a fucking hole in my backyard like a dog. Like, she didn't care, nobody cared, we just wanted to do it as cheap as possible.
Yes.
And
But
but in
that's
Hawaii, you couldn't, man. You had to go through a licensed mortician, and it's a fucking racket. They knew about it, they did their best to rip people off, and that's their entire business model, and that's capitalism. Like, if they weren't
Yeah.
doing it, someone else would.
Yeah.
that's in the past. That's how it was. Like the day someone dies, that night or the next day, you had a viewing in your own home. Close relatives or whatever that are nearby come and say their respects, and then you bury them in the local graveyard, and it's just done. It's like, but no, we have to make a neat little orderly system. Again, and we're lucky we don't have to go stand in line anywhere to do this. Like, God forbid you go get a driver's license these days or something.
Yeah.
And yeah. I get all that. I think I was thinking more on something else earlier, but uh, s- this all kind of actually goes along with some of the stuff I want to talk about, like the public schools, for instance. The way that the amount of money that they have to siphon off of moms and dads uh, for lunch, for all this extra supplies and things of that nature. Um, when when the government should be taking care of that, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like, um, why do we put such little effort into um, growing smart people? And the only clear answer to that is so that we can have dumb people and we can force more people to consume in so many different ways. It's a wall of shit, man.
I don't think you're wrong, man. I mean, even public education, I think, is just designed to, like, make workers meet a minimum
Yeah,
to work in a factory. Like, follow instructions, and that's it. Can you read signs? That's all you need. Can you do basic
yeah,
math? That's all you need.
yeah.
I mean, these days you don't even need the basic math.
No, I ask AI if there's any math related questions
Yep.
or if I need to write an email.
It's fucking rough, man. Um, it's true though. I mean, that's also kind of where everything's going. Um, I was thinking more about the whole neuron making copies of ourselves digitally more. I
Ah,
can't,
the fucking digital
I
fly. Here
can't,
we are again.
can't get it out of my head, man. Um, I saw some funny stuff. I don't know what I'll say, but um, I was thinking about that more and more, and like I think most humans do. I corresponded with something similar to see if there could be a matching pattern in that. So I see it as you're creating a child of yourself, whether that be at the same age or whatever. I'm assuming you would have some type of overreach with that since you're doing it into a digital. You're playing God at that point. You know what I mean? So it doesn't really fucking matter. Um, I could see in the near future where they would be able to take that copy and a copy of your mate and pair them in such a way that it would make a digital child for you that they could put into a robot with an AI model.
Nah, man, that's fucking heartbreak, dude.
Yeah,
The last time I had a digital child, it was Monster Rancher on the PS1, dude.
Oh,
You fed so many CDs into your machine to like read them
yeah, yep,
and
yep.
get babies. And I had this gel caterpillar,
Hmm.
like a 1 in 1,000. She was beautiful. I named her Lucky. We had a whole training regimen. We went through all kinds of things together. Like it was wonderful. But Lucky had a short life. Lucky died suddenly, like before even the second year.
Oh wow.
Didn't have any offspring, but she was blue. She was a caterpillar. And I still fucking miss her, man. She had so much potential.
Man, I never liked the caterpillars in Monster Rancher.
Fuck you, you piece of shit. Don't you desecrate my memory of Lucky.
My favorite Monster Rancher creature that I had was a ghost. To get a ghost, if
How
I
the fuck do you even get a ghost? I put like 1,000 CDs into my
mm-hmm,
thing. I never saw a ghost.
to get a ghost, if I remember correctly, it's been a long time, but to get a ghost, you there was one CD out there that would give you a ghost outright.
Yeah,
Um,
something specific, right?
right. I never could find it. I had no access to it. But you could also use certain other rare CD monsters to do the process needed to have better luck to get the ghost. So what you had to do is you take a monster. Hopefully you have a rare CD. I think I had one. I think it gave me like a black dragon or something like that. Um,
Yeah, yeah, Black Dragon was strong.
hmm um, and you work the shit out of it. You don't let it win any fights. If it's stress, you make it fight. You just treat it like shit and run it into the ground until it dies.
Fuck, man, what the hell?
Yeah. And then
This
you,
is this is abuse.
man. And then, like, if you're lucky, you'll get visited by this ghost in a couple days later. He was a monster. I mean, just an absolute. He's a tiny little ghost with a little hat, again, if I remember correctly. Um, but his abilities were outrageous because I think what it did is it took the abilities of that creature that you're just making into a monster of a thing, but can
Right.
never get any love. Its abilities like it toppled over onto the ghost's abilities, so like they would have extra starting stats or some shit like that.
So just to rewind real quick,
Hmm.
the way you get a ghost is by being a horribly abusive ranch owner
Yes, there were.
and literally working your animals to death.
Yes, I
And how did you discover this? Did you like look up like a game facts or something?
I had a Tips or Tricks magazine.
Oh, okay. Who the fuck is the first person to figure that one out?
So I don't know. But there are other ways to get a ghost. Other ways to get a ghost is you have you, is the other spectrum. You have a monster that has lived a great life, has done the best of everything, so on and so forth. And those ghosts that you get from that are extremely strong, if I remember correctly again, um, because they were treated better, whatever, but they die naturally, and then you have like a small chance of getting one from any creature that you
Die
die.
naturally.
Yes, I mean that's what happened in Monster Rancher. They would sometimes just, and that's what happened to my ghost.
I mean, Lucky died naturally, yeah.
The ghost lived like 5 years or something, 5
Fuck, dude.
cycles.
Lucky lived like a year and 9 months. What
Oh man, if lucky,
fucking caterpillars, dude?
fuck caterpillars, man. This ghost fucking lived for 5 years, and then one day it died, and I had to save before the day it died. Um, and I never deleted that save, but I would always load it up, and I had access to what I could do that day, and I went through every single option I had to extend his life. And I was able to extend it 3 days, but he never could make it to that final match. It was like, oh man, this is so rough. And he never gave me a ghost because you're supposed to have like a double chance of getting a ghost after they die. So I was like, fuck
Oh,
this.
dude.
I stopped playing at that point.
Yeah, Monster Hunter caused me more emotional damage than like any other game of that era, dude.
Oh man.
I was so devastated losing Lucky, man.
You know what? Man, I hate that we drove away from everything and
Here,
just going to video games.
here,
But hmm.
look. Let me bring it back. Those pixies were pretty cute. The little noises they made.
Oh, the
Oh yeah, yeah, dude.
Pixies.
I remember the Pixies. It was like
Yes.
Yeah,
30% of my CDs ended up being Pixies, dude.
yeah, oh
Yeah, to the
yeah. Of course,
trash they
bro.
went. Yeah.
Did you guys ever watch the anime?
Some of it.
No, no, I didn't even know there was one.
That
Yeah,
tongue gets outrageous.
I watched it when I was about 13, 14. That was that pixie in that anime show was one of my sexual awakenings.
Oh yeah, I bet. Yeah.
Oh wow,
Monster Hunter was such a good game. I really liked the concept of it.
that's a great concept. Yeah.
The,
How would you do it again, man? What would you have people scan?
hmm. That's interesting. Because you
Just
have.
QR, right? Just like a random
No,
QR code.
no, no way. I mean, how many QR codes are you gonna fucking print out and have?
Done. So many.
No, no,
Well,
no.
they did do a remake on the DS for one and
Yes,
two, and you drew on a grid.
yes. So you gotta think outside the box, man. Like,
Yeah. Okay, man. Let's scan Mountain Dew labels. Scan
no,
Mountain Dew
no, no,
barcodes.
no, man.
That's it. Yep.
No. So what I'm gonna say is you scan objects. As in, you take your phone and you go around an object, no matter how big or small the fucker is, and then it makes a monster off of that.
That's the dumbest thing I've
Oh
ever
my
heard. An
God.
object can literally be anything.
Yes, yeah, anything. Yeah, you just
You
give it,
could
it's
scan your dick.
yes, yeah, you sure could, and then it takes that image or whatever, and it turns it into a monster. It
Bro,
doesn't
I
have
got
to
the coolest monster. You want it? You want it? Give me your phone.
give. It's super rare, man. I mean,
Fucking
sure, why
bullshit.
not? Why not? Why not get some Monster Rancher monster dick out there?
Monster cock. Hell yeah.
Um, so what would be the most in a video game? When have you ever felt defeated and that you, no matter that you spent, uh, that hundreds of hours in the game, you still can't beat the final boss? Have you ever had a game like that?
Dude, I have had multiple games like that, but the one that comes to mind, and people are gonna fucking hate me for this, is Final Fantasy 13?
Mm-hmm.
I fucking bought a PlayStation fucking 3 just to play that shit. Yep. With the GameStop, I paid like $73 for the game. I got it home. I'm playing through the tutorial. They tutorialize you in Final Fantasy 13, right? It lasts
For a
hours.
long time, yeah.
Right, I'm getting like S rank on all the trash fights, and then I get to like one of the first fucking like primals or
Odin.
some bullshit. Like yeah, Odin, like the first guy you're supposed
Yeah.
to get. I couldn't beat him, dude. I googled it. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I'm obviously a fucking idiot. And they're like,
No.
use this composition. And I'm like, I'm already using that composition. I'm
It's
using like a fucking
overturned too,
saboteur, a
man.
fucking tank,
Mm-hmm.
this and that. He would like run up to my dudes and like hit him with an auto attack that would like knock them up into the air and interrupt their spell casting, and he would just juggle them until they died.
Yep.
And I reset the game probably like 5 or 6 times trying to beat this guy. Literally like doing exactly what guides told me to do. And he would just juggle my party until they fucking died. And I am an experienced video game player. I have played many video games. I have played first person shooters. I have played turn based fucking all kinds of crazy shit. Tons of Dragon Warrior, Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy. I'm very used to like turn based bullshit. But when I literally follow the fucking guide to a T and I still keep fucking dying, I didn't know what to do, man. At the end, I figured like my game must be like broken. Like maybe they need to hot
Nope.
fix this shit. This was before shit was really getting hot fixed, right? It was like all
Mm-hmm.
offline. I still have no idea what the fuck happened. As like a veteran, like mid-20s gamer, like I could not figure it out, and it still bothers me to this day. I still want to go back
You should.
and try to figure out what the fuck I
You
fucked up.
should go back. So I remember playing that game. I played that one and the following one. Um, and I remember reading about Odin, like going up to him because there was so many. This is the hardest fight in the game. It's because of these
Yeah,
reasons, all this stuff. Um, and I was like, whatever, man. This is just gonna. It'll probably take me like two tries. And after the 10th death, I looked up the guide and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this out. Um, I watched the video after the 15th of like the execution of it, and I was like, okay, why is he not doing what you just said? He in the video that I saw, he like barely ever did that uppercut to
yeah,
interrupt him. It's like, okay, maybe it's because of what the layout they got after the 20th. I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not listening to how somebody else does it. I changed it to how I had originally. Um, and then I tweaked it till the 23rd, and the 23rd I killed
yeah,
him. But it was just like, what the fuck, man? That is too overly tuned. It's trying to
yeah,
teach you the mechanics by beating it into you.
yeah. It was fucked, dude. The only thing I can imagine is that all my dudes were standing together. And I know like I had been used to like turn-based stuff up
Hmm.
until that point. That was when Final Fantasy started taking their turn toward like real-time action and away from like turn-based combat.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine in my head like what I fucked up was that like I had my whole party together and maybe I was supposed to like spread them out so he could only attack like one person at a time and not juggle the whole party with one
Yes.
attack.
Yep.
But I don't know, man. That was literally like almost 20 years ago.
Hmm.
I don't know
I th
if I fucked up something that simple or not, but
it,
I can imagine that's the only thing I can imagine
yeah.
that I need to do
No, I
differently.
think you're right. Like thinking back to it, I think that's what was catching me up a lot too. Is because there was one time at one point in the fight, I was as lightning off to the side trying to heal while the other dude was up close to Odin on his other side, and he had me targeted, but then he stopped, turned to the other dude and did that move, and it only hit him. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, maybe there's an area of effect for that. And then he stomped my ass because he killed him in that one hit. I was like, okay, well, he hits way
I
too fucking hard.
yeah, I just remember being so like absurdly like incensed
I,
that like I felt like I was doing everything right and still dying.
I know,
Like when you get frustrated enough to go read a guide and then literally implement exactly what the guide says, and then you still die. Having gotten like S ranked everything and all the trash fights before that, I was like, this isn't even on me. I don't even know what the fuck is going on. This shit's bugged. I've wasted $70.
hmm
Dear God. It was so frustrating, dude. And ever since then, I've never played another Final Fantasy game. Like, it was that
yeah,
enraging to me.
yeah.
It really upset me. I
Another,
loved Final Fantasy games. I loved turn-based shit. I still love turn-based shit. I still look for like turn-based shit wherever I can get it, dude. Like Dragon Quest, dude. It's one of the last great JRPGs still out there doing turn-based combat.
so true. Keeping the original sound going. Um,
Yeah, man.
Another bad thing that I think that encounter did for the game is when after I beat it, I was like, okay, every primal fight I have from here on out is gonna be hard as fuck. It's going to be like the pinnacle fights, you know what I mean? And none of the other ones were like it. Every other one was just
Yeah.
beat him down. And I was like,
And
okay,
that was
that's not
still
fun.
in the fucking tutorial, man.
Yes, yeah.
like teach you the absolute basic mechanics of the game, and it was just such a firm like get fucked. It turned me away from the game entirely, man.
Hmm. Uh, for me, it would a scenario of the wall was Star Ocean the second story. I first time I ever played it, I made it all the way to the very end of the game, the very last save. Once you go to the last save, you unlock a bonus dungeon. I didn't know that at the time. I just remember getting beat up, I think like 2 or 3 times. I was like, okay, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna go level up some more because I was kind of breezing through, and all of a sudden this guy's hard. Um, so I go back. End up finding out about this bonus dungeon. I go into the bonus dungeon. I spend hours upon hours in the. I get to the bottom of it. I beat everything in there without any issues. I go back to fight the last boss, but before I do, every single time I go to the town, I do the private action, which lets you experience private events to influence the characters or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, and one happened that I've never seen before, and I every single day, So I was like, okay, that's weird that this is new, but whatever. Um, I get to the final boss again, and he's talking to me, and then he goes, he, the girl that was in that private, whatever, appears, and he said that he eliminated her and took her off his limiter off. And I was like, what does that mean? Because he has two phases when he has his limiter on. One is kind of just normal, slow pace, and then one when his limiter comes off, kind of, and she comes out on him. It's pretty cool. Um, but now he was like double strong. I want to say double HP or more HP. Cast new spells. Um, just extremely powerful, and I stood no chance at all. So
Yeah.
I went back into the dungeon, and I started to play more with the systems in the game. That just like trying to dig into maybe there's hidden weapons, whatever. Um, I probably at some point had all the stuff I needed to fight him correctly. I guess. I don't know if I ever did though. I think I missed out on a few things, but I got my characters to level 255, which was the max. Um,
Damn.
you can beat the game at like level 60 or less, I'm sure, but I think 80 is normally like the normal what people are at. Um, including going in the bonus dungeon. I went back to fight him, and he still killed me. So I was just like, I give up. I
Damn,
was
dude.
300
The fuck?
hours into this game. I give
Yeah,
up.
that's hella deep, dude.
Um, so a few years later, I mean, I love that game. I kept going back to it. I kept stopping though. I think I had defeatist moments where I was just like, you know what, this guy, I just don't want to get up to him. I finally play it through the full amount. Um, I get to the final boss. I'm like, okay, I'm going to see how it is without going to the bonus dungeon. I kill him. I'm using a different set of team this time. My first
Ah,
team was the main guy, a priest lady, a mage. This one was two melee guys, healer, mage. It was more balanced. Um, I was like, okay, that's insane to me. Um, let's do it without the limiter. I went into the dungeon, did all the stuff, blah blah, unlocked it. I just smashed him.
yeah.
So I was like, okay, I am only level 120. What the fuck is the difference? And I started to observe what my guys were doing more. And I realized that two melee guys were able to more or less stun lock him. Not stun lock him, but he would start casting and he'd get hit and it would force him to move.
Right.
So we were able to delay us taking multiple big hits.
Just accidentally abusing the AI.
Yeah, pretty much. Um, and so I was like, okay, I can do that. I can do that with the other team. Um, I pulled up the other team, and I think that four were the only ones leveled up. I was like, I'm not leveling up anybody else in this fucking cursed save file.
Yeah.
So I took the mage guy. I told him don't use any spells, only attack. He couldn't keep up with the dude because the dude runs or the dude darts around real quick on the map. It's the one where you run around the map and stuff. Um,
Gotcha.
so I ended up making it to where the one caster that I had would cast his first spell over and over and only his first spell because it would hit him to force him to move, and it was the only spell that he could cast fast enough to beat anything else that the dude was casting. And I beat it. But man, it was like I want to say 5 months or something before I went back to that game. Yeah, sorry, I got really long-winded with that. Um,
Oh no, I got you, man. I feel fucking strongly about my own shit.
it was what it is. Abe, did you have any video games scenarios like that?
No, not really. I mean, I've I haven't played either of those two games. I did. I mean, anything I've played, obviously some stuff's challenging, but I mean,
Hmm.
I've never had anything like that tough.
That's true. You've always been really good about managing your cool, I guess. That would be a way to put it.
So I will say, just to give you an idea of how either just naturally dumb luck I have or whatever, I managed to get to the very end of Final Fantasy VII without being able to like read yet. Because I learned to read around the ninth grade because of the American school system.
Yeah,
But yeah, so just imagine how some of the weird convoluted backtracking and everything that you have to do to actually get to progress the story. And I just wandered into it. Like there were points where I was just wandering town to town, but it eventually happened, and yeah, I was there, and it didn't take too long either. Like that, So
that's
that,
awesome.
that that's just an idea of like my video game, I guess, luck slash not having run into something like that.
I feel like did you ever play I want to be the guy? Is that right?
Oh, I
Yeah,
remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I never played that. I the Volgar the Viking
yeah.
was mine for that.
Oh
I
God, who would play Volgar the Viking? That game was awful.
You made me play it, man.
Oh God, like the animation lock, dude. Like you jump and then you're committed for like 3 seconds. It was terrible. Nobody should play a game that terrible. Why would you do that?
Just I never it never games where like that and I want to be the guy games like that where you just follow the pattern. I never
Yeah,
like.
that's sort of what it is. I realize I didn't beat Volgar the Viking. I did beat the first few levels.
Hmm.
After a few lives in the first level, I realized, oh, this isn't really so much a platformer as it's a rhythm game. You have to kind of
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, memorize it. Yep.
yeah, and just
Simon
execute.
says.
Yep.
Yeah, I could never play a game like that. That's just way too frustrating, dude. Just memorization and repetition. No, thank
So
you.
so I did play. I want to be the guy. Didn't beat it because it's not so much the challenge, it's just like it just didn't hold my attention. I did
Hmm.
play Bashi. That one I
Oh
went
yeah.
about halfway, and it's not so much. I quit just because stuff comes up. Uh, and as far as those type of games go, I did like 100% Meat Boy, Super Meat Boy. That one, and that was
Yeah,
very fun. That was very fun to do.
Meat Boy
And
was
I did,
amazing.
yeah, and I did also 100%. Well, I didn't do the extra characters, but I did the main character and 1,001 spikes, which that game was really fun as well.
Oh, I see. I couldn't get into that. I did see some footage of that though. I think you streamed it for me once.
Awesome, massively.
Yeah,
Uh,
I've seen footage of all of those. I never really got into like the speed running like platformer shit, except for God, what was it called? It was like an anime themed like first person Neon White.
Oh yes.
I got really into Neon White for like a week, and it had like 100 levels or something. And I remember I wouldn't continue on to the next map until I was like in the top 100, and I did that for like 70 levels, like when it first came out.
Oh.
I'd love to go back and look at like the leaderboards for that because I'm sure I'm like in fucking nowhere land now. But
Oh yeah.
I remember there was one level where I got into like the top five because I had like my own strat and nobody else was doing.
Hmm.
You could look at the leaderboard and see people's replays. And I had one specific thing where I was doing a strat and nobody else was doing. And I was like fourth place. I was like, hell yeah, I'm a fucking genius. People are gonna be copying me.
Yeah.
That was a fun one though, man. The first person shooter like speedrun stuff. I really enjoyed my time with that game.
Super Hot's kind of. I mean, I guess not.
Yeah, I did
It's
super hot in
similar.
VR, man. That was really fun.
Oh wow, I didn't think about it in VR. Or no, it was in VR. I bet that'd be really good.
Yeah, it was super cool in VR, man. You could shoot stuff and then like you would teleport to the next scene to like do that shit. They were never good at like running around in
Hmm.
first person, so they would just teleport you around. So you could like shoot stuff and then like throw your gun into the air to where you knew you would like be spawning at next, and you could literally like teleport and then catch the gun.
Oh wow,
It felt so fucking cool, dude.
that's pretty cool.
Super Hot in VR was fucking awesome. Like I haven't played VR in like 10 years, but that was probably one of the best games I ever tried in VR. Like it really sold the experience.
There's a. I wish. I don't know. I should say it, but I wish that there was more better games like that for VR. Like I would like to see
Yeah.
Resident Evil, the newer one, things of that nature done in VR. Um, I think that.
VR was really cool like when it first came out. Like
Hmm.
I was a really early adopter. I was super excited by VR. I built a new rig so that it would be super strong when the Oculus headset came out.
Hmm.
Because I had like a pre-order that I had like a fucking dev kit on an Oculus VR headset, and I remember like plugging that into my new computer and running all the demos and shit. And like a lot of stuff just made you super motion sick. It was really tough. People were figuring out the tech, but I had so much fun with it, dude. It was really novel for a few months. And let me tell you, man, the pornography. Holy shit. If you've ever tried virtual reality pornography, nothing will make you feel so uncomfortable.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, you're like, boobs and all the fun stuff, but like you don't have control over how close it is to you. So it almost feels like a monster movie. You're like, no, no, I'm uncomfortable. Get it? I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here.
Like really
But
put
you
it
are
in your
there.
face.
Yeah,
you
yeah, you're
you ever see the
locked
meme
in.
of you ever see the meme of the one little white girl surrounded by the black dudes?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a joke where somebody puts the VR set, they look around and they're surrounded by them. And it's like, oh,
Let me
here's
tell you, if you ever want to experience that, try it with a VR headset, dude. Even if it's something you love, you can't run away from it. Like, if you've never worn a VR headset, nothing is more traumatizing than like a horror game
Mm-hmm.
in VR. Because if you watch a horror movie, Tom, I know you love like scary shit.
Yeah.
If you're watching a scary movie, you can like if it gets too intense, you can look away. You can lean back in your seat and be like,
Mm-hmm.
"Ah, it's just a movie. It's fine." But when you have the screen strapped to your face, you cannot look away from the horrible, horrifying thing that is like 6 inches away from your eyeballs. And that's true for horror games in VR. It's also true for pornography in VR.
that's
If
where the
there is
line
something
ends.
6 inches away from your face, you can't look away.
It's fucking rough.
It's a little traumatizing. It's like VR can't really establish consent, bro.
I, so
Well,
is it like look sorry, go for it.
I was just gonna say, putting on that headset is consent.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
definitely
You're
not.
the one that loaded it up.
I didn't agree to this.
Um so it's kind of like you're just looking through the dude's eyes, right?
It's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Um, I will say I tried a couple different things in VR just to like run the game, like games, all the porno stuff,
Mm-hmm.
just see what's up. You know, see the new hotness. Porn was really weird, dude. Like back then, I don't know what people are doing now, but back then VR had to run at about 90 FPS, or you would get motion sick. Like you would really like retch and feel terrible if something wasn't running at 90 FPS.
Yeah.
But I don't think VR porn was like recorded at 90 FPS because the production value was just too much. It took up too much storage space to run anything at 90 FPS. So they would record at 30 FPS and give you like 30 FPS in each eyeball. And then they would like add those two numbers together and say, oh, it's 60 FPS. It's amazing. But in reality, it was 30 FPS per eyeball.
Yeah.
And you would be like, I feel really uncomfortable watching this. You'd be like, oh, it's a nipple. Nipples are awesome. But it'd be like, you'd get motion sick.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also, when things get too close to the camera in VR, like you don't produce a stereoscopic image. Like things can't be like closer than like 12 inches
Mm-hmm.
without you like losing tracking and just having two total fucking different images. So you would go cross-eyed in that shit
Oh
at
no.
low FPS and shit would be uncomfortably close to you. And it was a horrible experience, man. It was so not fun.
That's
It made
oh,
you sick. You felt uncomfortable. You felt like a dinosaur was like coming to eat you. And you're like, "No, back up. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here." Very different from the experience I thought I might have.
So now you
Yeah,
understand. Now you understand what those actresses feel like.
maybe, man, maybe. I don't know.
Got you some empathy.
It was definitely like a new frontier that people were trying to conquer, and there is still plenty of work to be done in that field. At least like as of 10 years ago. I don't know what people are doing nowadays.
I
I
imagine
haven't plugged in my VR headset in like literally a decade.
I would imagine like in a few years if it's not already going on. I know there's already AI virtual girlfriends, but I'm sure at some point it'll turn into VR AI girlfriend. Take her out on
I
dates.
That's fucking wild, man.
As, man, when I was a child, that's what I wanted. Um,
Well, even now, like people are using AI to do like webcam girls and
Yeah.
quote unquote content creators, and
Oh
guys
yeah,
are falling for it. So
as long as you monetize it, man.
I got a story for you too after the podcast about that. Um,
After, oh shit.
yeah. I mean, yeah, just any way to monetize anything. It's the way a lot of people are just wired now. Again, kind of circling back to the illusion of society. Um, I was thinking about this documentary I think Abe showed me where the guy talked about simulation theory, and he told his uncle about it. His uncle was like, "Well, if that was real, then nothing could stop me from going down the road and killing a family with my gun." And what the guy said was how he was so taken back about that was where his uncle went, and how there's people like that
Yeah,
just floating out there, um, blending in with society, while at the end of the day they're fucking madmen. Um,
yeah. Some motherfuckers like. Have you ever met a person that's like, well, without religion, where would people
yeah.
get their moral compass from?
yes, yep,
And I've never come from a place where like only the threat of eternal damnation keeps me from like murdering and raping people.
yeah, yeah. Well, what
I'm
else is
like,
gonna stop me?
yeah,
Maybe the morality of not doing it.
yeah, like for me it's like, well, the reason I don't murder and rape people is because I feel like it's a wrong thing to do.
Right.
Mhm.
But there's a whole segment of the population that are like, God, if I weren't threatened by the eternal damnation of hell, I'd be a murdering and raping and having a grand old
Mm-hmm.
time. And
So
that's hard for me to understand because, like, I'm so far fucking removed from that reality. It's fucking crazy.
I think those people just misunderstand themselves. I would hope that it's more of they mistake the fact that they get their religion from their morality and not the other way around. That so I think they're kind of just confusing that. I would hope. I would
I'd
hope.
hope so too, man.
It's not like, oh, I read this thing in this book, so now I know that killing is wrong. More so that I know killing is wrong, and this book is telling me. So obviously, so far this book has earned some legitimacy
Yeah. Yeah,
or
like,
something.
I always thought killing was wrong. I always thought
Mhm.
raping was wrong.
Glad I'm not
Violence and
alone.
torture are bad. But
Figured I'd give it a try.
fucking why? And people like that really exist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
There are
but
literally people that are like, man, I would love to kill and rape if it weren't for hell. Dang it. I guess I'll be a good person instead.
right, but they also forget that the Bible also has stuff like in the list of things not to do, shaving the tip off of your beard is listed above whoring out your own daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's very
So if you
specific.
yeah, so
Yep.
if you don't rock that pointed beard, then you might as well go prostitute your own daughter because you're already worse than that person.
That's the thing.
And for penny and for pound.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing too. Is like we've talked about religion stuff lightly, and I think we all kind of have a basic idea of the different concepts of religion that exist.
Yeah.
Um, I think that that's something that I hate is when somebody talks so highly of things of the Bible, but they can't talk about what's in the Bible. The Bible, in my opinion, is a book that is meant to teach people how to do things right and how to have a moral compass, more or less. Um, that's my opinion about the Bible. And the stories in there are to show you the good, the bad, and the evil that exists in the world in a way that is far more accepting than showing you, an image of a dude eating a baby that was just born.
Oh God.
I heard they're the tastiest that way though.
It's, you know, like jelly. Man,
Man,
The veal of humans.
Snowpiercer was such a bad movie. Fuck that shit.
I fucking, I have never gonna see. I don't. Maybe I'll see it. I'm never gonna see it.
It's bad.
I
Yeah,
I hate
don't
that
do it.
babies taste the. I don't. What was the line? I hate that I know that babies taste the best.
Yeah, yeah. That's when that movie really lost me. I was
Forgot
like,
that
this
was
is
in the
garbage.
movie. I forgot that was in the movie. That movie sounds insane.
Yeah, we watch it. Didn't I stream it for you?
You probably did, but I may have fell asleep during it. To be
I
rude.
thought that I blocked it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of my top two most hated movies. I hated Snowpiercer and The Hurt Locker, which are two like super critically acclaimed, and yet I hated them beyond reason.
What did you like about Hurt Locker?
Dude, it was such horseshit.
What
It's
about?
about like a bomb defusal guy in Afghanistan
Mm-hmm.
who's like so crazy and takes the craziest risks because he's a crazy guy. But like he's defusing bombs that like if they detonated, he would be the only person to die.
Mm-hmm.
So like nobody would realistically like defuse them. But they would just blow him up and call it a fucking day. And that's the whole fucking movie. He's a fucking wild card and he runs around like defusing crazy shit. Because he's so unhinged. And it's the very premise of the movie is so unbelievable that I couldn't be
Man,
bought
that's
into it.
that's a good point. That's a real good point. I was raised because I thought the movie was alright. I didn't really like it, but I thought it was okay. But man, I never thought about that. That's what they do.
Oh,
There's
it's a bomb in a parking garage and nobody's nearby it. Let's send in Jerry. He'll get it done.
man.
Like, why? Why? Do we really care about Afghanistan property that much that we're going to send in Jerry to try to save their parking
No.
garage?
It's not
No.
Iran.
We bomb that shit and call it a fucking day.
Yeah. Give me your grenade. I'm gonna make this quick.
No, that's the whole